Good afternoon, everyone. John Keegan here, Chief Executive of Monmouthshire Housing. Just doing a video to all of our tenants to tell you what's going on, how we're coping during the crisis, and really to hope and expect that all of you are doing well as well. Fortunately, the weather's been pretty good. That helps a lot. We don't know if that'll continue, but a quick chat about where we are with the shutdown. Certainly the economy is still shut down, and MHA for the most part aren't. We're doing most of what we used to do before, short of day-to-day repairs, because now we just do emergencies. But things are beginning to change as we get used to the new existence, and we find out ways of working and doing more work than we were up to now, as we get a greater understanding about what's safe to do, what isn't safe to do, when we can do something and when it's not appropriate. But some key messages for you is that we've recommenced grounds maintenance, grass cutting on our estates. We're very concerned that if we don't, the estates will become unkempt and will attract fly tipping, some grass fires and antisocial behaviour. So it's really important that you don't approach the workmen when they're cutting the grass. We've done the risk assessments. We know the work can be done safely. As long as everyone stays away from one another and safe distancing is practiced. So can you really bear that in mind? Don't approach the guys. They want to get in quick, get out quick, do a job. We aren't collecting any grass because that involves too much time on site. It'll involve the workmen having to stay around for too long. So the grass will be cut and left where it is. So you'll have to bear with us with that if you're on an estate or a scheme where we collect the grass normally, but during the lockdown we won't be able to collect any grass. But better we cut and not collect than not cut at all. We've restarted some work on our empty properties. We're working in 15 properties at the moment, one person at a time. Safe work practices, making sure there's no contact with tenants, and hopefully by the time that we come out of the lockdown we'll have lots of properties ready to go and ready to let. And certainly we have some new estates which are very, very near completion, which have all been let but haven't been occupied because we haven't been able to do just the last few pieces of work. But hopefully they will get done in the next few weeks. And hopefully as new empty properties come in and that there's not much work involved, we will get through those as well and have them ready to go as soon as the restrictions are eased. We've certainly seen an increase in noise complaints during the lockdown. We have to ask you, I know it's difficult, but we have to ask you to be respectful of your neighbours. Everyone's having a difficult time and we really shouldn't make it any more difficult for their neighbours than it is already. You know, if you're good to them, they'll be good to you. I've got to say the community effort within Monmouthshire has been inspiring during this lockdown. People have really, really worked together, worked hard to get on, and we're delighted that so many people have been conscientious of their neighbours. So please keep that up. And if you haven't, I know it's difficult, but you gotta cut your neighbours some slack. Please don't make too much noise. It's tough enough as it is. People don't need any more stress in their lives than there is already. Sadly, during the current situation as well, there's also clearly been some relationship breakdowns and an increase in the amount of domestic violence within our properties. And whereas the government message was that court action won't be taken against people during the lockdown, that is not the case. That is not the case. If there are issues around domestic violence, we will take action and the police will take action. And you will find that we won't be found wanting. This is a really tough time for people. Relationships are under strain, but there is absolutely no justification for domestic violence and we will take action. I can absolutely assure you of that. If you're suffering from domestic violence, please contact the police or contact MHA. One way or the other, contact somebody. Help is available. We're here to help. The police are here to help. This hasn't gone away. We haven't gone away in this issue and we will help you through your difficulties. Just think about communal areas, a bit like the antisocial behaviour. Keep the communal areas clean. We have to do fire risk assessments. We want to keep our communal areas as accessible as possible. Leaving out stuff outside your flats, please don't do it. The communal landings should be kept clear at all times, and I really appreciate your help on this matter. Our cleaners continue to work out in the shelter schemes. All of the touch areas, anywhere that the hand touches, are getting cleaned all the time. So rest assured that we're doing what we can. We've had no outbreaks of the coronavirus in our older persons accommodation, and we absolutely want to keep it like that. So you can see that the cleaners are well kitted out, the areas are kept clean. Please pay your part and we'll play ours, and together we'll get through this in good shape. Lots of people are beginning to struggle with the rent. We're here to help. We won't be taking any court actions against anyone who doesn't pay the rent during the lockdown. That's a commitment we gave at the beginning, and that remains to be the case. But ultimately, the debt remains. But we are here to help. You'll find that when you ring our staff and you tell them what your personal situation is, that they will be more than happy to help you through any problems that you have with paying. They'll help you how to navigate the benefit system. They'll come to arrangements as to how we can clear this debt eventually once the lockdown is over. So ring us. Don't suffer in silence. This is absolutely an area where a problem shared is a problem halved, and you'll find us absolutely willing and able to cooperate with you should you cooperate with us. If you have already had a phone call from our staff, about 2,000 of our tenants have been contacted to check they're okay. The rest will be contacted in the next couple of weeks. We're really interested to find out how you're getting on. Is there anything that we can do to help? We have found people who are having issues that wouldn't normally come to our attention, and we're only finding this out by ringing them. We're referring them on to the agencies that can help them, on top of the help that we can give as well. So make sure, look out for a call, return our call. If you have any issues, be honest, be open with us. Everything's confidential. We're here to help you, and if you help us, we'll help you. That's for definite. We've referred a lot of people on to Monmouthshire County Council who need help collecting prescriptions, getting shopping delivered if they're shielding, any difficulties, and that's worked really, really well. So, help is out there. There is no need for anyone to suffer in silence. We're all here to help one another. So our head office is still closed. We're getting mail still, but we're only getting in for a couple of hours once a week to sort out the mail. If you can, please contact us via phone or via email. That's the quickest way for us to get back to help you through the current difficulties. So all in all, things are going pretty well. We've settled down into the new existence. We hope it doesn't last for too long, but while it does last, we're absolutely going to work with you guys. You are our number one priority. I keep saying this, but it's the truth. The tenants are our number one priority. We intend to work with you and come out the far side of this together, stronger, closer, and more secure than we ever were before it. Thank you all very much. Have a lovely weekend, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.